How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be installing the jack on the front of our trailer, and this is a Hallmaster jack. This came from Harbor Freight. I got it from Harbor Freight. I don't know exactly. I'll see if I can find out exactly what I paid for it. It wasn't a whole lot. It's a 2,000-pound jack. It's a 2,000-pound jack, so it should withstand anything we need on the front of that trailer. And this is the weld-on type. I really didn't want the bolt-on type because I didn't want all that extra metal up there, and it just takes up a lot of room. So this is the jack we're going to be installing on our box trailer camper. So let's get it done. The first step to installing this jack on here is to make sure that it fits okay. And that means in this position, which I think it's going to be fine, but you have to remember on the back side of this jack it has a pin. So it looks to me like I'm not going to be able to use the two bottom pins on this jack, just the two top. So if we put the jack this direction and we welded that on there, I think it would be fine. Now, what we have to do is we have to pull the pin and twist the jack sideways. And we want to make sure the jack doesn't hit the trailer. That's be the position we'll keep it in the backward position. And we don't want the jack to hit the trailer. So, and I think I'd rather have it towards the front just a little bit. So we're going to leave it about in that area there. We got more than enough space for the trailer. And we're going to just mark this so we can start grinding. Got to know where we could grind. Okay, so now we have our grind. Where we're going to grind this off and grind this off, and then we're going to get this guy welded on. Now on the jack itself, we have a little clip right here. We're going to take this little clip off. That clip is the clip that holds the jack to the bracket that we want to weld onto the camper. So I'm going to clean both these ends up. We're going to get her welded on. Okay, I got a little C-clamp on there. I just put a little block of wood to help hold it right there. And what I've done is I took a square here and measured down to the frame there, and did the same thing on the other side. Measured down to the frame, made sure they're both exactly the same. That way I got it sitting on there pretty square with that top rail. And that looks pretty good. So we're done prepped. I ground this side of it. We ground the frame. We're ready to weld. So we're going to get her welded on there now. Yeah, I think we got some pretty good welds on there. We're going to clean those welds up a little bit, and we're going to shoot a little bit of paint on there. We don't want it to rust, but I think that's going to work out just fine. So I'm going to get some things cleaned up, let that cool off a little bit. Okay, I cleaned that up and put a little bit of primer on that So now all I got to do is put this back on and get my snap ring put back on here. Just going to let that rest on the ground so it'll hold it for me until I get this ring back on. Okay, that should hold it. We'll get our snap ring back on here. Okay, now our snap ring's back on, so we should be able to crank this thing around. Okay, and then pull our pin, and that should be good. We can actually leave our handle on the inside like that right there. It would work out pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is put this jack down and go ahead and take that other jack off. That way we can get rid of that thing. Now the big test to see if it, I mean, this thing's rated 2,000 pounds. It should have no problem lifting this trailer up and down. No problem at all. Okay, with the other jack missing now, I'll be able to put my tailgate down without having to worry about hitting it on that hitch or the jack. That jack is pretty decent. Now the only thing I don't really care about these jacks is they look like they want to lean all the time, and I'm not crazy about that leaning part of it. But one thing I did do is I put the bolts back in here, and if I decide I don't like that one, I can always just take that little snap ring off of there, pull that jack off, and mount me one down in the original hole. But we're going to see how it works out. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll just have to get another one. But for now, it's going to stay there. Alright, we got our new jack on there. I don't think we're going to have any problem with this one dragging the ground. It flips up really high, so there's going to be a lot of clearance underneath of that, the front of that hitch. So one thing I forgot to mention before I started the video is I unplugged the shore power from the wall, and I went inside of my camper and unplugged everything that was plugged in. My charger, anything that was plugged in, I unplugged it. That way, if welding on the camper would affect it in any way, hopefully it wouldn't burn anything up in there. So I'd like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment if you'd like. And click that little bell down there for the alerts. Thanks for watching.